Hi, I'm Betty. Welcome to Betty's Kitchen. I'm going to be making some peanut butter cookies. I think you'll love them. They are the best ever. I've tried lots of recipes. This is the best one I've ever come up with, and I've used it for years, and to the exclusion of any other. It starts with a stick of margarine, but I like to use 1/2 stick margarine and 1/2 stick butter. That butter flavor in there adds a little uniqueness, and it tastes really good, so I think it's worth making it part butter. So it's 1/2 stick margarine, 1/2 stick butter. These are at room temperature, or if you don't have yours at room temperature, just stick them in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and they will be, and you can mash them down like this. Now, what I'm going to do is cream this together with some peanut butter and some sugar. So the peanut butter I have down here, you can see the container I used. It happens to be a reduced fat peanut butter. You don't have to use reduced fat, but I like to use reduced fat, reduced sugar whenever I can, just to save on calories and fat grams. So that's your choice, but you need 1 cup of either creamy or crunchy, chunky peanut butter. I prefer the smooth kind, so I have the creamy peanut butter that I'm going to add to my butter and margarine mixture. Try to get all of that out. That's pretty much it. Now, the sugar I'm going to add is divided. It is 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, and this is 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. So we're going to be adding those to the mixture, and that was firmly packed, as you can see. You don't want to just throw it in there and let it go. You want to pack it in tightly. So we have some things that we want to mix around. Let me work on that for a second, and we'll see how that goes. With that margarine and butter softened up, shouldn't be hard at all for you to get all of this blended together so that you have your margarine, 1/2 stick, your butter, 1/2 stick, you have 1 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of white sugar. So that's looking fairly nice. So let me move some of the things that we have in the way. This is going to be beat in just a minute, so if it doesn't look completely done, don't worry about it. So I'll just take the sugar away and move down a little bit, and we don't need this. I will be adding 1 egg, and I didn't bring a container for that, so let me slip in here and get a saucer for the eggshell. So I'm going to crack the egg. It goes in, and there's the eggshell. And then I have some pure vanilla extract. I've measured 1/2 teaspoon over here, and I'm bringing it over and adding that to the mixture. 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Just blend this together, and then we want to take a mixer and beat that. So I can just kind of start with my blending there. Try to retain all I can of the mixture. And then I have plugged this in back here, so it's ready to go. That looks nice. So the next thing is what binds it all together, and that would be the flour. I'm using self-rising flour, and I need 1 1/2 cups. So I'm adding 1 1/2 cups of this mixture, and this I will blend with a spoon. Best if we chill this. So let me continue here and get this all mixed up. I'll put it in the refrigerator and chill it. Then I'll come back and show you how to make those balls, and then those will be flattened, and then when I finish with all of those on a cookie sheet, they will go into the oven and bake. I've just gotten these out of the refrigerator where I've been chilling them, and you can see the dough is workable. I really only chilled them about 1 hour. If you can chill this dough 4 hours or even overnight, it probably will be more workable for you, but I think this is going to do just fine for us. What I want to do right now is to get pieces of this off and form 1-inch balls and place them on a cookie sheet, which is something like this. If you don't have a cookie sheet, just use some kind of pan that you use to bake in the oven. So you have something that looks about like this, and you just set it there. I'll continue and do a few of these for you to see, but I'll be using this entire cookie sheet because I have a lot of dough, and I want these balls to be approximately 1 inch in diameter and about 2 inches apart. So let me work on this, and when we come back, I'm going to show you how to make the imprint on the top with a fork. I've finished filling 1 cookie sheet with 1-inch balls of the cookie dough mix, and you can see I have 20 here. I have 5 rows of 4 each. If I had used a smaller cookie sheet like this one, I probably would have had 4 rows of 4 each, so 16 as compared to 20. I decided to go ahead and make the 20, and you see I have some dough left. Depending on the amount of dough you have left, you might have various purposes for it. If I'd had really a lot left, my intention would be to put it back in the refrigerator covered with some kind of cellophane. With this amount left, if I have people in the family that are cookie dough eaters, then probably they'll just take that and it will be gone. So let me show you how to finish up the cookies. It's just kind of a standard trademark to put a fork along the top and then go in 2 directions, opposite directions, and get that nice look, which is a crisscross. So I'm going to go through here. Don't worry about the edges. You can see that one kind of came apart. As this cooks, things will kind of take shape. The indentations I'm placing on the top will stay there, so they will have this sort of branding that you expect for peanut butter cookies. So let me just continue these, and I'll put them in an oven in a few minutes at 375 degrees, and we'll be cooking them from 10 to 12 minutes. And this is the last one. I'm all finished up, so I'm going to move to the oven and place these in a 375 degree oven, and I will watch carefully and time them for you to make sure that I have the time right, but I'm expecting 10 to 12 minutes for this to cook, and I'll be back when they're done. I've been watching the cookies, and they are done. I can tell by looking after exactly 10 minutes. So I'm taking them out of the oven, turning off the oven, and placing them on some mats here to protect the counter. Now, when you get them out of the oven, you need to immediately remove them from the pan. They've been cooked on an ungreased baking sheet. It doesn't need any grease because of the margarine, the butter, and the oil that comes from the peanut butter, so it has plenty there. When you remove them, you need something very flat, like this spatula, to go all the way under. Now, if you wait until they're cool, they'll stick, or they may stick. This is a non-stick pan, so likely they won't. You need to cool them on a rack, or in this case, these are sturdy enough that they can go on just flat plates. So I have a few flat plates out here, but I have a serving dish that's flat, so I think I'll just go straight to the serving dish and place those cookies. So give me a minute here, and I'll place these around. I will not make a double layer of them with them being hot like this, because that would influence the shape. That's why I'm saying you need a flat dish. So when I put a few out here just to show you the nice look that they're going to have, then I'll shift over and use one of those flat dishes. I want to keep them in the form that they have, and that's why we use cooling racks. So when you have a cookie that goes on the cooling rack, it does not lose its shape. That's about all that plate can take. Let's just say that's our final version. Let me show you my nice crisscross peanut butter cookies. I think you'll like them.